Good morning. My name is Brandon Wade. I'm Assistant Chief with the Austin Fire Department. At approximately 4 a.m., our dispatch started receiving calls about a fire at this apartment complex. What our crews found on arrival was large amounts of fire all the way across the apartment building. There was numerous reports of people trapped in apartments, and our crews started working on extinguishment and then rescuing occupants from the apartment. This call was quickly upgraded to a second alarm due to the number of rescues that were being called in and the amount of fire. We had numerous people pulled from apartments by our fire department crews. Those patients were handed off to Austin Travis County EMS to be taken to the hospital. Right now, we know of 4 patients that were transported to the hospital, and at least one was in critical condition. This call was then upgraded to a third alarm as the fire continued to progress down the building. However, crews made great efforts and made stops on the fire at the end of the building. Right now, we have fire under control. We do not have a cause of the fire at this time. Our fire investigation division is on scene and is working to determine a cause. This building had approximately 40 apartment units. Right now it looks like all of the occupants will probably be displaced due to the damage to the building that we have. We're working with the Red Cross to help find homes and locations for these residents to go. And we also have APD's Victim Services here to assist with the residents. Currently, they're on Capital Metro buses to try to keep them warm and out of the cold with it. The Austin Fire Department is going to be here for quite some time working this incident to make sure that the fire is completely extinguished and also for cause determination. This is a reminder as we're moving into the cold season, as we don't know the cause of this fire yet, but oftentimes we start to see upticks in fires due to space heaters. And one thing we know is our space heaters need space, so make sure that they're clear. Also, working smoke detectors. We don't know if smoke detectors were working or not at this fire. We haven't determined that yet, but we had numerous residents that were already leaving and evacuating on our arrival as well. And that's what a smoke detector will do for us, is will early warning to get you out. Y'all have any questions?
I was going to say that the upper deck seems to have a lot of damage. The lower units, is that a lot of water damage they're seeing? Or?
Yes, it appears, based on first reports on arrival, that the main portion of the fire was on the second floor with their arrival. So there will be water damage and also damage from looking for fire and for the extension on the first floor.
And you said that all of the residents who live here are aware of this, but do you know how many units were damaged specifically?
So right now, like I said, there's about 42 is what our initial count was on apartments, approximately. It looks like at least 3/4 of those have damage to it, either by fire or by what we call overhaul, checking for extension for the fire. So fire control damage.
And what about any pets?
We did save numerous pets. I believe a cat, a couple dogs, and believe it or not, 1 possum.
Oh.
So, yeah. Any other questions?
Do you have specifics on what the Red Cross is doing yet?
So the Red Cross, they just arrived, so they're probably starting to get account and working with residents to see what we can do with building management to relocate residents, because as you can see, this is a large building and many people just lost their homes this morning. So they're going to help locate, homes for them.
And how about the road out here? How long are you expecting that to be closed for first responders out there?
The road will be closed for a couple hours, I imagine, as we work to clear trucks. We had about 27 fire department units on scene, which is about 100+ firefighters here working this incident. EMS had about 6 medic units to come to assist us as we were removing patients from the building so they could treat and transport. The efforts that the Austin Fire Department and the firefighters made today, and I believe a picture was sent out, was tremendous. There was large amounts of fire, and they went right into it to go and save it. We had numerous reports of people trapped, and those firefighters went right into the apartments to extinguish. and remove occupants out of there. So the efforts of those firefighters were tremendous this morning.
Do you know how?
Willing to help? I know I saw many people literally just left in what they were wearing. One woman was in millimeter shoes. What can people do? Resources that can help out these residents?
Yes, I think the best thing to do, if folks are looking to donate, it's donating to the Red Cross. It's donating to Goodwill and to those nonprofits. And that a way that the Red Cross and those agencies can then pull from those volunteer organizations and get it to residents.
With COVID being a factor here, I know some people have had to call out. 100 plus firefighters here quickly. Seems like things are going good in terms of response times.
So response times, yes, we're still going good. We do have a large number of the workforce that are quarantined or out with COVID, but the Austin Fire Department is fully staffed every day so far. We still have 4-person staffing on all of our trucks. All of our trucks are operational, and that's what makes a difference. And that's what keeping those trucks and those firehouses open is what lets us have those fast response times. And it's cases like this where it's needed.
You know how?
Was it the entire unit, or was it just that building that's behind?
So this building is a U-shaped building, but it's wrapped around and affected almost every single part of the buildings. So yes.
Was it an older building? Did it just go through the system above?
So there was some fire that traveled in the attic, but what you'll see is a lot of the fire traveled through the front walkway, and it went and blocked many of the doors, which is the exits for these residents. So the firefighters had to extinguish that fire to get inside to get to those residents and start pulling them out, and at some points I think even taking them out the back windows to get them out of the fire.
Put it in perspective, how quick does that fire travel?
Fire travels enormously quick. It's seconds that it can double, minutes, it's quadrupled. So in something like this where it's burning open on the front, there is nothing to keep it from traveling. And it just runs right down the length of the building. So that's why it's so important to have your smoke detectors to try to give you as early warning, sprinkler systems, all of that makes a difference. Thank you.